All right, so I have a little update on the Reading Shasta Hawk Mazada stuff that's going on up there with that go-kart track. I still have yet to reach out to the Monroes because I'm here at COTA. I'm not really reaching out to anybody, honestly. And truthfully, I'm going to reach out to that Tony guy too when I get back from COTA. Like, this is starting to get interesting, like really interesting. So the Monroes, they posted a response to me on my Facebook podcast. And, the podcast typically lives on YouTube, but it also publishes onto Facebook. So that's where they chose to respond. And basically, she made some comments on there. And, we kind of had a little bit of back and forth. And, I'm not quite resolved with it yet. But the reality is this. Hawk Mazada doesn't really have a lot of social media. He's not really on there. He's a motorbike. He's a motorbike dude. He's not like a computer guy. He doesn't get involved in like computer online battles or anything like that. So that's probably why he didn't respond on the social medias. But I do have a response for him, and he goes point by point with the things that Rhonda Monroe said on my Facebook page. So number one, Hawk's really concerned about the membership fee. And the value is, if you look it up on their website, a value for an annual membership is about $250. So I guess they're saying that they were saying that they had given Hawk a membership. If you guys have done the math, how many non-members Hawk gave private lessons to at $40 per rider? So the free membership you gave Hawk made your club a lot of money. If you keep your books like you should, it would reflect this. Hawk does keep his books, and the money you made from your club is way more than the free membership each year. And he was happy to do so and not griping. How about your members? How many members were first Hawk students that he sent your way? How about your grids? How many of your riders were Hawk students sent your way? And then number three, the safeguard protects fairness. I am guessing he's talking about the exclusive rights or whatever that the Shasta Supermoto Club is working with. He's like, safeguards protects fairness? What's fair about you guys getting special treatment? Uphold safety standards? What standards do you have? There isn't a single member of your club that is a USMCA instructor, a pro racer, or even an AMA charter. You have not invested 59 years. You're 10 years in, and in those 10 years, for damn near free each year. The kart club existed for a lot of years, and they're not even fighting for the crap you are. And then number four, I guess her point, so, took what risk? You had the track for less than $2,000 a year. For full fairness, you should have financially killed it and had a huge club with huge turnouts by now. But typically you get about 40 riders at most events. You yourselves brought in the drift cars, but then you complain about Tony Trimp bringing in the drift cars and destroying the track. But wait, Tony paid $10,000 cash for you to host his drift cars. You liked that money then, but now Tony and the drift cars are bad? Interesting. And then the last thing is, you recognize that times have changed with appraisals and insurance, and you understand that you need to pay to play. So to do so, you should have the power to just rent the track to others and to pay for you to play. And then he's got some other stuff. Cool, we all want that. But that's just not the way it works today. You guys have gone to the local news over and over and over, wanting to be famous, and put your post out on all the videos. And we're gonna make the Shasta Supermoto Club famous across America and the industry, because this is unheard of. You know what? Wow, Hawk. I didn't expect this whole podcast thing about what you had going on to get so deep like that, dude. Like, I had you on the podcast, and truthfully, I support everything that you got going on, man. And I didn't know it ran that deep. So, you know what, man? Now you done opened a can of worms, and your boy's gonna go and do some more investigative journalisming. And I'm hoping that, I know that there's their side, and there's like the city side and Tony's side, and Hawk's side of this whole shenanigans that are going on with that thing. And I know that somewhere in the middle there is 100% the truth. It sounds like Hawk's stating some pretty deep facts in his thing, and you know, I'm going to continue reading, and I know the Monroes are posting stuff, and you know, dudes, I'm going to get to you when I get back from COTA, because I really want to get to the bottom of this. This is really interesting, and you know, it's unfortunate that the sport goes through stuff like this sometimes. So until then,